Can you get paid off in poker just because of your image? Well, let's find out. This is a hand from the Live City Poker stream from last night. You can subscribe to them on YouTube, check it out. Literally, it's from someone's apartment somewhere in Los Angeles. It's a real live stream, real cash, real players. 2-3 are the blinds, but this plays more like a 5-5 game. So let's take a look at the hijack. Showtime has ace-jack suited, and he makes it 25, which seems like a big bet, but this is kind of how the game's been playing. In the cutoff, Maximilian, who's been a pretty aggressive player so far, he makes the call with ace-9 offsuit, and I look down at jack-10 offsuit on the button. So you know what? Let's get in this pot, which is now $80 pre-flop.
I do like that ace-9 as well.
The flop has 2 diamonds and a jack, so everybody got a piece of something. Showtime's got top pair, top kicker. Maximilian's got middle pair with an ace kicker. And I've got a jack with a gutter to the 8. And 75 bucks right away. Showtime not gonna slow down here. Almost a pot-sized bet. And I'm surprised that Maximilian didn't at least make the call. He's been pretty aggressive so far, but he gets out of the way. And I'm gonna definitely put $75 into this pot. I think that he's got pocket queens. That's what I'm feeling at this point. So I know I'm behind, but let's float to a turn. And the turn comes out a king, which actually gives me an additional out with the queen. But if I read him for queens, that means he's got 2 of my outs to make a straight. But I'm thinking he's got 2 diamonds. Maybe he's got ace king of diamonds, and he decides to bet out $100, which is now not quite half the pot. So I've got pot odds, and I'm thinking, you know, let's take a look here and see what we can do on the river. I know I'm behind at this point. And the river brings Yahtzee, bingo, Shazam, or a hand that I like to call off-Broadway. That's your 9 through king. I call it off-Broadway. I don't think anybody else is willing to call it that yet. And for some reason, another $100 bet. That's all that Showtime's gonna do right there. Showtime is a pretty disciplined player. He has a lot of experience at the table, and we have a little bit of a history that goes back to last year. So before anybody questions what happens here, okay? A lot is going on at the table, okay? It's very possible that I am bluffing. It's very possible that I didn't hit the flush. Why did I call the flop to begin with? Maybe I just had a diamond draw. And so it ends up being a move that Showtime puts out another $100 here just to feel out the room. And he is shocked the moment that I shove all in over the top, okay? And when he doesn't snap call me, I know I'm good. He doesn't have ace-10. Maybe he has pocket queens. Maybe he has ace-king. I don't think there's any way he's gonna call. If he doesn't have a chop with me, I don't think he's gonna call at all. And he goes into the tank or the blender. People like to use those phrases when someone has a very tough decision to make. And he starts doing the math. Like, I can't tell if he's trying to talk himself out of it, talk himself into it. I know he's got to leave and pick up his daughter, so he's a little distracted. He looks at his chip stack. He's obviously got me covered because he's got that stack of $500 in green chips. And at no point am I thinking that he's going to call. At no point do I think he's going to call. I think that he's done. And somehow, with just a pair of jacks, maybe it's just because there's so much money in the pot, but Showtime makes the call, turn over the winning straight, and scoop the biggest pot of the night, just over $1,200. So, can your image at the table get you paid? Absolutely.